Today is now day 3 of the finishing the winter goat pen, and we are almost ready to put the goats in. We are just trying to finish cleaning up a little bit. Well, Beck is getting we're like probably 50 feet short on the fence or the electric strands that we're running from the new high tensile to the existing high tensile. So we're waiting for him on that. Let me show you what we did. Okay, so down there is the existing high tensile. That actually is a fence with the cow and horse pasture. And so we took 2 strands and ran them over. We actually just used the portable electro braid, and we're like, you can see, we're right there where Sydney is doing her little dance or whatever she's doing. And then it goes over here and it goes around the corner, and then it crosses the wood fence, and then there's the high tensile. Now, let me show you where the fence was and how far we extended it. So that had the woven wire fence on it, and we screwed it into a stud on the side of the building there. And then we ran it, you can see the line. We ran it and it went to the corner over there of the milk house. And so it was just one solid piece of fence, and it had a strand of hot wire at the top and a strand of hot wire at the bottom. And so what we did is we added this wood fence here, and then through the lilac bushes we cut and put high tensile through there over to that wood fence. And then we put a gate in there, and then that way it makes life a lot easier, so that we don't have to always bring them and access that through the barn. And before, when we'd be bringing them out, we'd have to go through the entire barn. That's really complicated because they love to find their feed in there and stop and nibble on the hay and all that kind of stuff. And if you're one person trying to lead 2 200-pound goats on leads through that, it makes life very difficult. Just when you get one going, the other one stops. So we have this area almost set up, almost ready for them to go. As soon as Beck comes back with that piece of fence, we'll finish getting it hooked up, get the last of our stuff out of here, and then hook up the fence, see if it works. So we just put siding up there this fall when my parents were here, and Owen has to put in a few more screws, so we have to leave the scaffolding and the ladder there until he's able to, I'm thinking on Sunday he'll be able to put a few more screws in, and so that stuff all has to stay there. But now, since we have a gate, it should be easy to get the scaffolding in and out of here. So this is all like the extra stuff that we've used, and it got put on the other side of the lilacs and didn't get put away, so we have a big mess to clean up as well. And I'm just putting everything out here, and then when we are done, then we can grab it from out here and carry it and put it all away. I'm not sure if you guys can hear that, but that insulator was not all the way over, so it's touching, but the fence is working. I'm not sure if you guys saw that, but it was actually hitting at 7,000 volts. It was shorting out here on this post, so I loosened up the fence just a tad, moved the insulator over so it wasn't touching, and we're gonna plug it back in and see now how it works. I mean, it's not touching technically, but I do worry about if it gets some snow or ice in there that it's not gonna be enough. There we go. Okay, so that's good. Okay, plug it back in. So shorting out, it was 7,000 volts. And now, you see it's at 7,000 volts there too. It's hard to video this and provide shade for it at the same time. There we go. There, now that's easier to see. So it's at 7,000 volts. That means it's good to go to put the boys in. Are you ready?
Yeah. I'll. Sure.
Okay. Well, they are going to get them. I'm going to, oh man, Sydney's choice of music is so annoying. While they're doing that, I'm gonna open the door so that they can get into their big room. Make sure that's okay. Forgot all about that. It looks pretty good. It's wet in some areas, but it looks good. So you can see where it leaks over there on that other side of the door. It floods, but they have lots of dry areas, and that'll actually help keep it drier in here if that's absorbing the water. But they have a pallet over there. You know, this whole dry area, that there is actually raised, and it goes through that door into the barn, and then they have another stall in there. So they have lots of dry areas to go. I should make sure that this is, oh good, she already has their water tub. Make sure that's locked. Yep, that's locked. So she's got their water tub, so she needs to bring their water in. Got to put up their hay racks. This can come out. Shovel can come out. I'm actually gonna flip these bricks up like this, and then maybe it'll help keep their hooves worn down too. Here they come. You guys ready to go back? What, Sid?
He doesn't like the road.
Oh yeah, I bet it hurts him. Woohoo! They're excited. Okay, let them off.
Go!
Yay! So Mr. Blue is the big one, and he is having some issues because of all the mud. It's hurting his hooves. He doesn't have full-blown hoof rot. It just is, I heard somebody say that it's scald. This is why it was really important to get him out of there with all the rain we've been having. So this should be, they're appreciating the grass. Is that good? So this should be helpful for his hooves as well. Looks like it's just one.
Yeah,
Looks like it's just that.
It's mainly that one, yeah.
Front left. It's tender.
He's so big. I've never realized how much smaller, like,
Mr. Green is and Mr. Blue?
yeah, like I knew that he was smaller. It just, it's a big difference when they're both like, stretching.
You don't see Mr. Blue jump up very often. Sid, you should throw those branches in. Are you excited, Mr. Green? Huh? They already found that basswood shoot over there, or stump.